Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 16 of Christmas in September. We are one day over the halfway point. So today we are starting a new set of three cards using the Christmas Pines. This is just a beautiful, beautiful set. It has coordinating dies that go with it, where you can die cut and layer these beautiful pine cones, as well as these beautiful foliage. The dies are intricate, and but they are beautiful. And they also, here, let me show you. There are three different sets of foliage, three different size leaves. Then there are two different size pine cones and two different size bows, and then some extra green foliage that you can use. So you're only limited by your imagination. This one here, it has a sentiment in it that says, "May your Christmas sparkle with joy and happiness." So I just thought this design was going to be perfect for that sentiment. It is, I'm going to tell you, it is a little glittery and messy, and trying. So bear with me as we do this. What we need for paper is a piece of soft suede, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. A piece of very vanilla, 5.5 by 3.5, 3 1/4, and then 2 strips of gold foil. And again, I mounted this on gold, but rather than waste a whole solid piece of gold behind there, I just cut up 2 tiny strips. So that's how we're going to do to get that matted look. Now, the embossing is quite simple. Versamark, gold embossing powder, and heat emboss. That's simple. This here is a little tricky. So I'm going to make the bow with you. And I'm going to show you how I did that. And then I'm going to go off camera and do the rest, because it would be very boring for you to sit and watch. So the first thing I have is a piece of scrap cherry cobbler. And I'm going to make my own glimmer paper. See how this is beautifully glimmered? So I need something for my dazzling diamonds to attach itself to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some adhesive to this piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to come in with my dazzling diamonds, and I'm going to sprinkle that on there. And much like I do with embossing powder, I'm going to shake it on and put my leftover back in my jar. Then I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to burnish it. I'm just going to push all those sparkles right into that tape. Okay. And there we go. Now I'm going to take a piece of the Stampin' Up! Adhesive back, and I'm going to cut a piece that's right about the same size as my my scrap piece of cherry cobbler. So there's my piece right there. I'm going to remove the backing on that. This is the hardest part of using this, is trying to remove that backing. Okay, removed the backing. Now this part is sticky. So this is part is sticky. So I'm going to put my cherry cobbler on top of that, because I want that sticky to be on the back of my cardstock. Now, I'm going to trim off any of that adhesive sheet that sticks out, so that it's not going to interfere when I run it through my Big Shot. So hold on, I'm going to get my Big Shot. Okay, so here's my Big Shot, and my sandwich is the platform, the thin die adapter, my precision plate, and then I'm going to take and put that there, and I'm going to put my die over it. And then an acrylic plate, and I'm going to run that through. And when I'm done, I'm going to have this sticker here. I'm going to peel this off, poke this out. I want to make sure both pieces come through. And I'm going to pull it out, gently pull it out, because it is a very thin die. And there it is. Now when I am ready to put this on my project, I am simply going to pull this back, and it's going to have adhesive on it. So I'm going to do that with some green paper for my foliage, and also some brown, not brown, soft suede paper for my pine cones. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll come back with all of my pieces done. Okay, so we're back, and what I also did was I cut 2 of the solid background for the pine cone, because I do need a background for this. So I'm going to peel away my backing on the sticker that I made, and I'm going to just attach that so I get a little bit of a background on my pine cone. I'm going to tell you, this is a really messy process, and for some people that adhesive tape doesn't really work, especially when these are really thin like that. You can certainly use your fine tip glue. You don't have to use what I used, but see, when it works beautifully. I just peeled the backing of that off, and now I'm just going to pop that right there. And as you can see, I did my I attached my foliage already. I put 2 large one on the top and 2 small one on the bottom. I'm going to put the rest of my card together, though. I did this backwards. Instead of doing it sequentially, I put it together backwards. But that's all right. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to line it up with my gold, leaving about 1/8 of an inch or so, straightening that up. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. And this is a really good way to save on your expensive papers. You just want that little backing. Now this gets attached to my card base. And there we go. Perfect. Now all I have to do is remove some of this adhesive that got stuck there and emboss right here. Let's see, here we go. Here's my Versamark. And this says, like I said, may your Christmas sparkle with joy and happiness, which is perfect for such a sparkly card. And I'm going to put that right about there. I probably should have used my foam pad. And I'm going to sprinkle it with some gold embossing powder. just going to emboss that with my heat tool. And there we have it, nice and simple. This one is a little higher up, so if, I mean, I like it just the way it is, but if this is too much empty space for you, you can always run a, make a bow. Let's see if I have any ribbon. Let me see if I'm going to like that. Once again, change of design as I'm making it. I'm going to bring out my bow maker. And I'm going to cut myself a piece of this beautiful gold metallic ribbon. I'm a bow person. I tend to put bows on just about everything. So let's see if I cut this. And I can, let's see, place that right there. See if I like it. Not sure. I think I actually like it without the bow. I'd be curious to see what you like better, the bow or not the bow. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which one you like better. But anyway, there is day 16 of our Christmas in September. And again, we're starting the series with the Christmas pines. And this was mostly die cutting. But tomorrow we'll do some more with this. So come back tomorrow and we'll see a second card. And if you have any questions or comments about this card or any of the products I've used, please contact me through my blog at www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. Thanks so much, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.